Welcome to our Melting Pot, episode 4. Thank you so much for joining us.
My name is Jason Trinkle,
And I'm Jalinda Trinkle.
and today we're going to make for you guys Zoodles and Meatballs. If you're not liking this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Hit that like button and hit subscribe.
Please.
Welcome to episode 4. First thing we're going to start doing is making some meatballs. We've got 1 pound of ground beef, 80-20. We've got a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 egg. We're going to use some lemon zest, half of an onion, which we're going to grate in here, some fresh basil and some fresh thyme, and our seasonings. So we're just going to do this in the food processor first. It's a lot easier than just mixing everything by hand. So we will just start. If you want to start grating this onion in there, I'm going to drop the ground beef in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we just wanted to do some zoodles and some healthy meatballs. Sometimes you feel like you're eating way too much heavy stuff, and we wanted to do something light for you guys. We've made this before. I made it for my in-laws, and they really enjoyed it. So we're just going to take you through it step by step. I'm going to rinse my hands off.
Yes, that was about 2 months ago, right? How long ago was it when you made it for my parents?
Yes, it's been a little while. About 2 months, I think.
Yes,
They really seem to enjoy it.
they did. Okay, it's almost...
It's better to grate the onion in there because you don't want those big chunks of onion. With this time, we're going to just peel these off.
I'm getting a workout over here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, oh boy.
Okay.
You're getting it on me too.
Alright, we're gonna smell like onion rings.
Just scrape these right off into there.
Okay.
Get all these little leaves off.
That should be good.
I just like to take it, scrape it straight down. And that didn't work. Drop those in there. And as such,
Okay. I'm back.
she's back and better than ever.
Put some onion on me.
You want to start, put the garlic in there
Okay.
and the
garlic.
panko breadcrumbs.
Yes. Okay. That's the garlic. Now I'm gonna put the breadcrumbs in there. This is gonna be a delicious meatball.
All the basil in here, as much greenery as you can get in here. Makes it fresh tasting.
Yes.
Delicious.
Right from out of our garden.
Yes.
Are you ready for me to
Yeah,
put
go
the
ahead and
egg
crack
in?
that egg in there if you want.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
More zest
Clean
and
some of
lemon.
this up. Got this clean. That's a huge lemon.
Yes, it is.
That's gotta love the smell of the lemon.
Some fresh smell.
Yes. Very refreshing. Alright.
So now we
Done
got
with
some,
this
yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep that lemon though.
Okay.
Put some fresh black pepper in there. It's a forearm workout. Don't stop until you get enough. Alright. Coriander. Gonna have a little bit of a Mediterranean taste to it.
Ooh.
Some cumin, some cumano. Alright, and some oregano, oregano, if I can speak. And a little bit of cinnamon.
Ooh.
And some salt, of course.
Salt.
Salt, baby.
Just a pinch. Oh,
Oh,
more than a pinch.
Yeah, you got a lot of meat in there. 2 pinches of salt.
Okay.
And we will grind this up.
Ooh.
Fancy schmancy.
Yes.
There we go. Alright, now that we made all that noise, I want to show you guys the consistency. So we're going to take this and we're just going to form these into balls. And we're going to fry them up, get a little brown on the outside, and then we'll throw them in the oven at 400 degrees for a few minutes. Now, as you saw the consistency earlier, so now we're just gonna take these with our hands. Make sure you got clean hands. Nobody wants some dirty, nasty hands. Just grab a little bit. You can use an ice cream scoop to make it perfect, but you don't need perfect meatballs. So we'll each just start rolling these meatballs. The one thing about meatballs is you don't want to do it too much. Don't massage your balls too much. You just want nice little balls about that size.
I'm still on the first one. Okay, how does that look?
That's perfect.
Okay.
All right, we'll just make about 25 more of these. All right, now we've got about 20. I said 25, but we got about 20 balls now. Before, when I said you don't want to massage your balls too much, you really don't, because you don't want that meat. If you keep rolling it too much, the meat gets tough. So you want very tender meatballs. So you just roll it loose and then put it down. But we got about 20 here. I'm going to put some olive oil in this pan, where you just want to get them brown on the outside, and then we're going to toss them in the oven at 400 degrees. It's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
You ready for me to
Yeah,
open
go
it?
for it, honey. Pan is already hot. You can hear it just sizzle as soon as you set it down,
Yes.
and that's what you want to hear. I think I'm actually going to put a little bit more in there because it's starting
Sizzle,
to
sizzle.
sizzle. Alright. So we just want to brown these on the outside. We got the oven 400. Space them out. We don't want to overcrowd the pan. You overcrowd the pan, the temperature, cooking temperature will reduce drastically.
Okay. Do you want me to stop?
No, you're good right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when.
Well, I think we can put them all in here, but we just don't want to crowd them together,
Okay.
too close together.
Yes.
I'll use my hands. No, each meatball is, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll live. These meatballs, they kind of got more of Mediterranean smell to them with the seasonings we
Yes.
use. It's very refreshing, very fragrant.
Oh,
So
yes.
if you want to do something like that, you can see it's getting smoky in here. But there's nothing wrong with that. You get that brown stuff on the outside. That brown stuff is flavored. That little char is flavor. You don't want it burnt. You just want a little, texture on the outside.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
In.
They're all in. We're going to let these brown up, and we'll just keep moving them around. And then we'll toss them in the oven. Okay, so this is what you want when it comes to looking. We're brown on the meatballs on the outside. We just want to get that crust on the outside, because that crust is flavored. But now we've got that crust on there. So now we're just going to pull them off here. Make sure you have an oven-safe pan. This pan is oven-safe because obviously the handle isn't rubber. It's heavy-duty on the bottom. You can pop this off, and we're going to toss them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10-15 minutes.
Yes, I'll get the door.
All right.
You're welcome.
Toss them in there.
Ooh, it smells so delicious.
All right, and another reason I wanted to make this video is because I've seen a lot of friends, close friends, who have had some amazing gardens and they're starting to get zucchini. I want to give them a few ideas how to do it. This here is a spiralizer. You can pick one up at the store. You can buy one offline. It's $15, $20. Great to have. You just pop this bad boy on here like this.
Gotta love zucchini.
You gotta love zucchini, and it's simple and it's fun.
Yes.
Watch, and it just kind of starts to make things that look like pasta. And we'll go in this thing. Honey, could you grab the shears, the kitchen shears, so we can cut it off, and that way these noodles don't get too long. You just want them to go in here, and you don't want them to get too long. Make sure you rinse off your zucchini.
Okay, you want me to cut
That's
it
good
right
right there, yeah. So you just want, every so often, when they start to get along,
there?
you
Ready
pop
for
them
me
off.
to cut?
Yep, and I'll let you chop them off. And
Okay.
then we got 3 of these. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
And it's so healthy too.
Very healthy. It's a great alternative to actual pasta or noodles or anything like that, any type of pasta you had almost. And it's fun. Very fun to actually do this. Why it's fun? I don't know. But maybe it's the kid in me. It almost looks like little curly fries.
Yes.
Then you get to the end and you've got this long center of the zucchini just hanging out.
And that one zucchini makes so much.
So much. Bam. Look at that. Pop, pop, pop. Fun. Just fun in the sun. So we're going to continue to do that with the rest of these zucchini. We'll roll this off here, and we'll replace it, and we'll get the next one.
Yes.
Discard that. Okay, now we've got our zoodles chopped up. I want to put some, we've got about 3 cloves of garlic here, very thinly sliced. So if you ever watch anybody make pasta aglio olio, where you take the olive oil and then you season the olive oil with the garlic, it's very thinly sliced, so you've got to have this temperature low because you just want to toast the garlic. You do not want to brown it or burn it because then it's like, uh-oh, it will not taste good. So we're going to do the same thing with these zoodles. Some olive oil in here. Get this stuff heated up. I'll have my wife go ahead and toss that in there.
Alright.
Alright, we'll move that around. I gotta scrape it out. There we go. And I will move this around. I'm just gonna toast this up very lightly. And I also want to toss some basil in here.
Ooh.
Basil from the garden.
Yes.
Just shipping
I
out real
like
quick.
fresh basil.
Yeah, there's nothing like fresh basil. We'll put a little bit more in on the top when we're done. We'll just take all these, roll them into a bunch. Just shoot, chop, 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 chop.
Okay.
All right.
All done with that. Now
We're gonna let that go in there as well.
it's popping.
Yeah.
It's popping, cooking.
It's going a
Smelling
little too high.
good.
We don't want it that high. Okay, one thing I forgot, we were gonna add, I had some cherry tomatoes in the refrigerator. Cherry tomatoes would be great, so we're just gonna saute these up as well. I quartered them. We'll just let those simmer up with the garlic and the basil.
That's a beautiful color.
It is a beautiful
Red,
color.
green, and white.
And you hear that sizzling. It smells good. We'll add a pinch of salt right on top to help bring out. Anytime I use tomatoes, I always add salt to them. Something about tomatoes, it's like they need that salt to make that flavor pop.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just kind of like, it's very sweet, but it's not the same without the tomato. Or without the salt, I'm sorry, on the tomato. All right, honey, if you want to add these zoodles in.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, as
So
I
I
say,
don't
you just
drop
want to pick it up
anything.
and just dump it
Just
in
dump
there.
the whole thing? Okay.
Yep. These will cook down. There's a lot of water in here. These will cook down.
Alright.
We'll add some salt, pepper.
Do you want me to add the pepper while you add the salt? Yeah. You know when, honey? No more?
Yep.
Okay.
That's probably good right there.
Okay.
Keep moving this all around. Let this reduce down. And I'll add a little bit more olive oil on here.
Oh my gosh, that smells
Smells
delicious.
divine. I know, it does smell divine.
Mm-hmm.
Very fresh. Very, very fresh.
And so healthy as
And
well.
exactly, very healthy. So we'll let this cook down for a few minutes. Okay, next I want to add some Parmesan, however you pronounce it. I'll have my wife juice a lemon in there.
Okay.
Get some fresh Parmesan. Just grate it in there. Don't skip on the Parmesan. Good Parmesan, freshly grated like this. Go ahead, hon.
Wow, look at that.
We'll add more at the end.
Beautiful slices, little flakes. Let me know when, honey, with the
Just
lemon
juice the whole. It's
The
just a
whole
quarter of a
thing?
lemon. We're just
Okay.
gonna juice it. We don't want too much juice in there.
All right. All right. I'm squeezing,
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
And you see how that's looking down. It's how big that thing was, how
Yeah.
tall those noodles were. And they've really just rendered down. And you see how those tomatoes have rendered down. They're sitting in that oil with the garlic.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be beautiful. These are ready to come off. And we're gonna plate them up with some meatballs. It's gonna be delicious.
Oh my gosh.
All right, our zoodles are done. I'm gonna grab the tongs there.
Yes.
show everybody our
They look
zoodles, and we're gonna plate that up.
so amazing. Uh-oh. Okay. Bring the plate a little bit closer.
Yes.
It's tomatoes, the
Put some
garlic.
tomatoes in there.
Okay,
That should be good.
that's good.
Mhm.
Put some extra tomatoes.
Yes. No, that's good right
That's
there.
good right there. Okay.
I'm gonna put some meatballs on top.
Meatballs. Ooh.
See how nice and juicy these meatballs got?
Yes.
Brown on the outside.
Mm.
We're good for 3. And we're gonna do a little bit more basil. I just like to tear it off. We grow it, so I mean it's just
Sprinkle
Loose.
some on top.
loose. Don't even need to chop it. Just make it. Just gives it that fresh pop.
Yes.
A little bit more Parmesan cheese.
Ooh. Beautiful plate of food. And it smells
Smells delicious.
so delicious. Yes.
Get all that cheese all over.
Extra,
like it's
extra.
Or somebody's got bad dandruff, one of the two. Pop that off. And then my favorite thing to add is one of our favorite ingredients around here anymore is chili oil.
Yes.
Go to your favorite Asian market, maybe they sell it in your supermarket, get this chili oil. I know I said this before, it'll put hair on your chest. Not everybody wants that. Ladies don't want it. I don't think my dad does. My dad has been shaving his chest for years.
Oh, God.
Continues to say it's for swimming competitions, but I don't think my dad can swim. So I don't know why. But just a little drizzle.
Your dad's gonna get you.
No, my dad's gonna get me. Sorry, Dad, love you. Stop shaving your chest. Creeping me out. And here we go. All right.
That is beautiful. Look at
And
that.
that is
plate.
beautiful.
All those colors.
All right, everybody, this is the finished product.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Yes.
I
So
want
beautiful.
a bite. Here we go. I will chop some up for my wife. My son wants to taste them too.
Yes.
I know he does.
Yes.
You want to come back here, Dylan?
Sure. Come on, Dylan.
A little bit of everything in there.
Mm.
You gotta slurp the noodles like they're ramens.
Mm.
Slurp it up.
Mm.
Alright, big guy. Give you a different fork.
2 thumbs up, honey.
2 thumbs up.
So delicious.
Alright.
Mm.
A little bite for you. How's that taste?
Mm-hmm. Very, very good.
Very good. Let me taste it.
Spice, the kick from the chili sauce, savory, that Mediterranean taste with the meatball.
Very delicious.
Mm.
Yeah, the Mediterranean taste from the meatballs. The fresh basil on top, the fresh Parmesan,
Mm-hmm.
the zoodles. Sauteed in that garlic and olive oil, and with the tomatoes and the basil. It's delicious. Not too hot, a little bit of ting in the back of your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Please try this. Try this recipe. Follow us for more recipes. Come here, honey. Dylan, we love you. Thank you. Please support us. Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Bam, baby.